Okay, so this video I posted this to YouTube, and now I'm going to show you how I did non-green screen chroma key. So I have Premiere open. So this is the base that I'm working with. So we want to key out these OC703 acoustic panels. As you can tell, they're not green, but you don't really need something to be green to key it. You just need a pretty consistent color. With the lighting on this video, it's not bad. You can see that these two and then this side of this one are a little lighter due to the wash of the light, which is like right here. But I think I got a pretty good key out of this. So I'm just going to start by cleaning up the video a little bit. There's some camera shake here. Crop that, and the outro. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is find our key. We'll just type key in the search, and Ultra key is the best to use. So we'll put that on there. Here are our Ultra key settings. If you have a really nice green screen, you typically don't need to do too much here, but for what we're going to do, I think every one of these has a unique setting. But the first thing we'll try to do is get a decent key color. Right about here has worked for me, or it worked for me in the video I posted. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can see all of them are black there. Right now there's a lot of noise happening because this is 1080p 60, and I'm not sure what the difference would be at 30 frames per second, but I think it would probably just be very similar to this, but all of that would be moving at 30 instead of 60 frames. So now that I got a good key grab, I am going to start playing around with these settings, starting with transparency. This wants to be about 55. Highlight, again, about 55, maybe 57. Shadow, just a little bit more than 50. 56 is good. Tolerance will go down to around 40. And then pedestal, this is really important when you're working with a non-green key. I think this wants to go as high as it can go. If you go to 100, bad things happen. Actually, I think it was another setting where the entire screen turned red, but there's not much difference between 90 and 100, so I'm going to leave it at 90. Choke will stay at 0. Soften, I like in the 40s. You can see there, 0, and then blacks just get a little bit darker. Contrast right now is at 0, and I think this needs to be juiced, so let's see what happens. And you can see again, going up with the contrast makes the blacks blacker, and then we just juice the midpoint all the way up to 100. So you can see now I've got pretty good keying on these 5 acoustic panels, except for this shadow of my head. So the last section, spill suppression, desaturate, I think we want this all the way down to nothing, and our range wants to be very high. I think this is the thing that turns red if you go to, yeah, I think 80 is tolerable. Spill wants to go lower. I think the lowest you can get 1, and then Luma is fine at 50, maybe a little bit less. Okay, so I have a few stock videos that I grabbed from various stock video websites. And usually with stock videos like these, like this one is 31 seconds long. You rarely find decent stock video that's longer than 30 or 40 seconds. But we can copy and paste, and another fun thing to do is to copy one, put it right up against the last frame, and then here, right click, go to speed and duration, click reverse speed. So now that's reversed. We have this video, and there's a lot of cool movement through this forest. So it gets to the end, and then it runs backwards. My preview would work. I'll just play it. So this is forward, backwards, and then I'll just copy another one to go forwards once more. Moving backwards, stops, forwards again. I like that. And then I use two other videos. This other Pexels, I think, is like a big rock with a waterfall. Yeah. Or just not a waterfall, that's clouds. But that's kind of cool. And again, I'm not sure why these are so big, but... And my last stock video is beach waves and sunset. So I'm going to pop this in the front. That looks really good. And I'm not even going to mess with the scale or anything. Just want to make sure. Oh yeah, this one has audio, so I want to make sure we get rid of that. So just copy and paste it so you don't have to deal with the audio. Now, one cool trick, obviously at the start of the video, it looks kind of funky having these like black blobs on the wall. So what I'm gonna do is find a point in the video where it kind of starts. Or just hitting that one half step down note, I kind of like. So right there, I'm going to cut the video that has the Ultra key on it. And then this clip now, I'm just going to ditch that Ultra key. And so it'll be a nice transition in. So that looks nice. I always like to keep things lined up like that. And I think there was a point in the end of this video where I kind of turn around and look at the acoustic panels right there. So just like I did on the front, I'm going to cut that there, grab this scene, delete the Ultra key, and then it has a cool effect turning around and having my background disappear on me. Get rid of the key. What do we want? We want some black dip. Put it on the front as well. And how about and just because I never like to just leave things lying around like that. Put a fade here. I wonder if I can get my nasty throat clearing out of there. Oops. Always lock your video before you try to play around with audio. It's a little abrupt. Great. So that's that. I guess I got lucky with this lighting. I'm gonna try a few more, but that really does the trick. I had a green screen that I just stapled across the ceiling in this corner, and it looked pretty stupid, but I like this look that I have my amps and a lot of the room, and it looks like big windows. Once again, real quick, just going over these settings. For whatever you're trying to key that's not green screen, it is purely trial and error. So if you have like a lot of red in your background, I wouldn't assume that these settings would work for that. But I will play around and see. So that's it. So long for now.